Okay. I think I think that we are live. We will find out momentarily, I suppose. Welcome to the Cave TV bonus episode for I know what day it is. June 4th, 2026. Now, this is a very special episode, and unfortunately, Pepito, the man of the hour, the one with the hour. Wait, the man of the hour, the one with the power, who is too sweet to be sour. Unfortunately, Pepito is unable to be here tonight. That's a big heartbreak. Hang on, I don't have my headphones on, but let me see what sound effects I have. Do I have something that looks like it might be... No, I don't have booing. I just have a sound effect for the boozoo. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. What really matters is getting right into it. And if you've watched these bonus episodes on Patreon before, one of the things that really sets them apart and makes them so much different than Caveman News is the fact that we have no plan, and I have no idea how to begin them, and I have no idea where we're going next or what the next sentence I'm going to say is. And so, what else? What else? Oh, hang on. There's somebody at the door. Hello? Come in? Oh, wow. This is Cave TV, but associated with Caveman News. We're here in the Cave TV studios. I do have another microphone. It looks like nobody's in the chat room.
Hello.
Anyway, so it doesn't matter. Welcome to the show, Kirby.
What's
Oh, look at this.
up?
We got some. It looks like somebody is watching. We do have some hearts in the chat, and looks like fire
fires.
emojis. That possibly.
Sick.
Who there? Let us know in the chat. It is an honor to have to have Kirby here. I wish Pepito could have been here.
Yeah, Pepito,
Imagine,
where are you?
imagine how thrilling it would have been if Pepito and I were just talking back and forth, and then all of a sudden, hang on, we have something in the chat. Walking through
Hi,
the
guys.
doors. Oh yeah, it's Dark Farts. Hello, Dark Farts.
What's up, Dark Farts?
Yes. So just imagine Pepito and I are talking, and all of a sudden, this true legend of Carlsbad, Kirby, walks through the door, and I say, legend. For those of you, the uninformed, misfortunate fools. The 5th episode of Caveman News was supposed to have Kirby on it, and technical difficulties destroyed it, and it ended up being the Chris Kirby episode without Chris Kirby in it, and it was
So
a whole
sad.
thing. It was fun, but hey, you're here.
I made it.
Yeah, absolutely. We should call Pepito though, because as producer Nico suggested, FaceTime. And I agree.
Pepito's
Let's see.
living it up in Vegas.
Exactly. Let's see. This is probably FaceTime. FaceTime from the phone. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh,
Who's that?
looks like, what was that in the chat say?
Switch reset. Kirby.
Oh. Look at this. He isn't even answering. Pepito. Hey.
What's up, Pepito? How are you?
What's up, dude?
His face. It's each frame is each frame is just a new face of excitement.
Yeah. I did, man. We wish you were here.
Yeah, where are you, Pepito? Are you living it up in Vegas?
Oh, He left.
Oh, we're unstable.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's our connection. I think it is.
Yeah,
Well,
it was totally his.
what is? Why is it all dark all of a sudden? Oh, that's weird. Hold on, I gotta catch up on the chat. Pepito Zoo. Or Pepito. Okay. Uh, Unstable. Yes, absolutely. Well, unfortunately, that's what it was. I wish. Just wait until Pepito comes to this side of the studio, because as we all know, we are in the Cave TV studios and he is just right over there. Wish he could be here. It would be great. It was thrilling. It's great to have you here, Kirby.
It's great to be here. I feel this is crazy. I'm in the studios.
Yeah, I hear you live not too far away from the Cave TV studios, relatively speaking.
Yes.
So you might be popping back some other time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Again, we had no plan, but one thing we do on these bonus episodes is we like kind of close out the previous episode and queue up the next one. So the episode that we just finished up was our Reviews 2 episode, and we looked at reviews from Carlsbad establishments and everything. Do you have any Carlsbad restaurants, stores, anything that you would give a good review to? Something that you really loved here in Carlsbad?
Let's see here.
There's so many to choose from.
There's Little Caesars. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the best.
Right?
Best pizza on the planet.
Metal pizza.
Good smell.
That was the... what was it? I can think of, okay, for a while it was cryo burned pizza.
Yep.
And then it was was it the Death for the Well-Dressed pizza?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Lest My
Different
Heart
bands.
Dies pizza.
Yes. Why? I wonder if any bands are currently... I haven't been down there in a while, and I wonder how it's...
Yeah,
who's serving up the pizza these days?
There better be some bands coming out of Carlsbad.
Absolutely.
I'll be really sad if that's not happening.
I can't... All right. I was going to try to play Sean's review from... because he did send in one. And you know what? It's worth it. We need to see Sean's review, so I just need to hit some buttons here. This one, and pull up my episodes folder, and then go to last episode, because do you have any guesses about what Sean reviewed for
Long John Silver's?
That would be a good one. That's a good guess.
Got some pretty interesting stories about Long John Silver's.
Right.
Dustin Norris.
Oh my gosh.
Used to work there.
Jeez.
That was crazy.
Okay. All right. Here's some headphones. Just so you can hear Sean's review. I want to, and I have another pair here, right here.
Oh, Shawnee boy.
All right, everybody, let's run it back with Sean's review.
Run it back.
Hey guys, Sean Show here. How's it going? Was hit up and told to review about restaurants, etc., whatever in Carlsbad, New Mexico that we liked growing up or something like that, I believe. I always think back to Hastings. I lived on Solana, which was by Shorthorn Ballpark, and it was right behind my house, right behind the Dippers. And so we were constantly there, we would go there, look at things, take things, it was like one of the spots, and I loved it as a kid growing up. We would all meet there, we would hang out in the parking lot, we would jam music, buy our new CDs there and to share them with everybody. Like, it was an experience, and then they had like little spots you could go sit in there, and they were pretty cool. Most of the employees, we probably had a couple friends working there maybe at any given time, but the nostalgia of just going through and putting my hands on a piece of film on cassette, and then picking out something together with people,
That
friends,
nostalgia.
date, whatever, and it was just a different time and a different way of doing things that I miss so much. But um, one of the big things that I really liked about Hastings was Pokemon. I remember when the Pokemon TCG trading card game came out, I was all about that. Like, I was all about that. And Hastings had a league that was they kept points and they got things from the developers and the makers of those games, that pertained to, the storyline of Pokemon or like whatever. And the big time was gym badges. They had the real gym badges from the original
Yeah,
series,
for sure.
Johto or whatever. And
Hell
if
yeah,
you
Sean.
were
It's this video
if
like
you
30
did certain
minutes long.
things, you got a different badge from
Dude,
each region, and then I had all of them. I had all the gym badges, and I earned them
yeah,
through
we've talked about
battles.
Device setup. What is this? Okay, Sean.
He's
Got
right
it.
though.
All right.
That was a good place.
Yeah.
That was
He's
a really fun spot.
he's got opinions, and his review is of Pokemon, más o menos. Uh, yeah, great. You were aware. You sent in a great message for our 100th episode, but that was the episode where Sean sent in his, and it was a 14-minute long
Yeah.
clip, and Pepito and I just jammed over it, and
That was amazing.
he kept saying the R word, and it was an adventure, as it always is with Sean.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly. I tell you, I was really excited for Pepito to be surprised by your grand entrance and everything. A few weeks ago, Dana sent in a video for the hand over his mouth in shock for a full minute. Just
That's amazing.
and well, of course, how can you not be thrilled by a Dana appearance? Dana is thriving. I don't know. I've been catching up with Dana lately. He's a good guy. Yeah, I hadn't talked to him in 20 years. It had been a bit.
Is he still working at the jails or something like that?
I think so, possibly. But he's if you follow his Instagram, he is big on his yoga and his fitness, and there's tons
wow.
of he's
awesome.
he's transforming. He's a new Dana. It is thrilling to see. And yeah, so reviews have been, what do we have in the chat here? Dana is my influencer, and he truly is.
Same. I need to be influenced by Dana.
He's a great influencer, and so yeah, just closing out, I would say looking at reviews of Carlsbad stores and stuff has been really fun. We read a review of the Leopard Lounge,
Wow.
and it was
Nice.
actually a clip from the current Argus, and it was Brittany Pace's mom saying she wouldn't let her daughter go to Leopard Lounge. It was because she didn't want her daughter getting in cars with older boys or something like that. And yeah, that was a pretty sick find. Searching through the newspaper archives is endlessly thrilling.
I never got to go there. I always,
To the Leopard Lounge?
Yeah.
Me either.
I always assumed everything was leopard print inside.
I would hope.
So it
They
better
gotta
have been.
they gotta bring it back. Truly, there's a lot of things doing Caveman News that we've learned that we need to bring back. What is this?
Caesar
Still
salad's
thinking
spicy.
about that person saying their. Can you read that?
Still thinking about that person saying their Caesar salad was spicy.
Oh yeah, the spicy Caesar salad review, a classic review. But yeah, just doing Caveman News, we've learned about so many.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh gosh, the Buffalo Wild Wings, it got the worst reviews in town. I went to Yelp and looked at reviews, and I sorted by the lowest review, and the first one's like the first page or so, it was all 0 because it hadn't been rated at all.
Yeah.
And then Buffalo Wild Wings came in as a 2-star restaurant, and
Damn.
everybody hated it. They just kept talking about how stoned the waitresses were, and they really hated this manager Eli. And Eli, if you're watching, you're still invited to be on Caveman News
Come on
to
over.
defend your case. We have a feeling that you were maybe mislabeled as a bad manager. Who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot of trucks at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Absolutely.
Last time I went through,
Right.
a lot of diesel in that parking lot.
Now,
It's crazy.
that just made me think. I wonder if there can be a Caveman News episode about trucks and trucking. I'm sure there's history in Carlsbad. There's got to be some good trucker stories and trucking stories.
Sure, there's some wild stuff going on over there with the trucks.
I mean, I just know a few from working at the warehouse when I was young. I remember always making fun of this one truck driver, and then he threw me in the back of his semi one day and drove me down the road. And I was in the back, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was scared.
Was it a Colorado Rockies truck by any chance?
No.
Because some guy did that to me too.
Oh, jeez. Wow. I wonder if that's a common thing. You would know. Is that like a common thing in truck world?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah. Should. It sounds
scary.
fun.
Yeah.
Seems fun. Yeah, I used to know some wild truckers that would come through delivering at the warehouse I worked at. But yeah, I keep thinking about leading to this, but there are many things we've learned about in Caveman News that Carlsbad really needs to bring back. One specifically, I would say the Rattlesnake Derby. Have you heard about that?
I'm not sure. I remember there used to be like a rattlesnake pit
Okay.
out by the Carlsbad Caverns or
Right.
City. Is that what you're talking about?
No, the Rattlesnake Derby fires.
Fire.
The Rattlesnake Derby was a thing that they started in 1930 something, I believe. And this guy, Snaky Campbell, who was a friend of my great grandpa, his name was Snaky, and he would go out and catch rattlesnakes all the time. That's why they called him Snaky. And he started this thing where he would catch a bunch of rattlesnakes and then put them in the center of this circle, and they would have these stakes around the outside of the circle that had numbers on them. And in the weeks building up to it, they would have these ladies out. I can't remember what they called them, but they were these ladies that were selling tickets, and they would have numbers on it, and you would buy it and say, "Oh, I got the ticket that says 36."
Wow.
And if the first rattlesnake to get out of the center of that circle, if he came to the number 36 first, then you won $500. And this was 1939. $500. So that's like thousands today equivalency.
Typical
And I think they should bring that back. They used to do it 3 days every summer, 3 days in a row.
Wow, what an event.
That'd be so sick. I really wish they would bring that back. And the Leopard Lounge. Let's get it back.
Bring it back.
There's so much. What is
Rattlesnake Kirby?
Tractor prank or trucker pranks. Yep, Rattlesnake Kirby. Absolutely.
Is the Cat's Meow still around? Because I used to love.
Oh yeah,
over there.
Absolutely. I was thinking we need to do an episode about thrifting. We can talk about the Clark Farm Bargain Store, Cat's Meow, all that stuff. Do you have any great bargain store, thrift store finds that you found in Carlsbad?
Yeah, I got this pretty sick shirt.
Yeah,
a couple shirts actually. One of them was from dance camp, 1998. Or
I think
like
I've
that.
seen that shirt. Was it green?
Yeah.
Forest green?
Yeah.
I remember you wearing that at the
Love that
temple.
shirt.
Yeah, it was a great shirt.
And some radio host from Mexico, I can't remember his name.
Oh, no. Nice.
But always on Sunday.
Nice.
That was a cool shirt.
Yeah, those are sick.
That's all I remember.
I think the best thing that I ever got at a thrift store in Carlsbad was the bargain store. And that was when I was recording Pepito and the Galindos and Woolsey, their high school band Edgar. I was
Sick.
recording their demo, and I was recording it on cassettes and then taking it into my Windows 95 computer or whatever and then editing it. And I needed a tape to record drum tracks on. And I went to the thrift store and I bought a tape that looked blank. And I recorded Dustin Woolsey's drums on it and everything. And I took it to my computer and plugged it in and started playing the tape to record it onto the computer. And there was like 5 seconds of silence before I hit stop. And all of a sudden this voice came on. And it ended up being the voice of this guy. And he was just rambling for like 15 minutes and talking about like his life. And from context, you could tell he was recording. It was, instead of sending a letter, he was recording himself rambling and then mailing the cassette to his friend in college. And like,
Damn,
just
that's pretty
like,
cool.
there's all these references and everything. And we sampled that and put it on the Edgar demo. It was like a hidden track, like 20-minute long thing. And it was so fun.
Gonna have to listen to that.
That was we're still trying to find it. That's one of the lost media. Here's an interview question for you.
I hate interview questions.
What about lost media? Like recordings that you've been involved in. You are a musician. I remember one for me is the Sabertooth Cavity recording of Subdermal Wattage.
Yeah.
With
my
some
God.
samples in it that was really beautiful, and it's lost forever. I don't think anybody has it.
There's
It's
a lot
gone.
of good Sabertooth stuff that's
Yeah.
gone forever. It's very sad.
For sure.
I remember I think it was Lest My Heart Dies with Sean.
Right?
We recorded at the Cryo Lab,
Oh, nice.
and we had the album. I think I was like the last person that had a CD, and then all the songs worked, but I think it was the last song where I actually did vocals on it.
Oh, wow.
It got all scratched, and
Jeez.
so I'll never be able to hear that ever again. Sucks. Sad.
You never know. I mean, I'm always hoping out there that there are these lost CDs that somebody has. There's one that CJ and I recorded in 2003, and we were drunk, and it's just songs we like made up, and it was just
Nice.
so fun. And that's something that I'll never hear again, and it's very unfortunate. But
Do you
Yeah.
remember the band Outlet?
absolutely, all day I remember Outlet. I
I-
think we've talked about them a few times on here. Yeah.
Nice. I just put up a post years ago. I don't know why I just said just, but and then I was like, does anybody have this Outlet CD? I've been looking for it forever, and I lost mine.
Right.
And some guy just sent it to me like a couple months ago.
Wow, that is so cool.
It was so good to hear that stuff again. I'm still looking for a Cryo Burn CD.
Right.
I think it's the Cryo. Yeah, their very first CD, and nobody can find it. Stupid.
I want that. I want the Edgar demo with the interstitial sounds and everything that went in between the songs, because that was very fun. And I also want to find the Femels. You remember the
Yeah.
Femels?
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. Another Galindo project. The Femels, they did their CD, and it was a split with Lament, Brando's
shit.
Brando's metal band.
Oh.
So it was half.
I found
I
a
could find
Cytogen
that.
CD the other day too. That
Wow.
was pretty cool.
Jeez, I have a friend, Holly, that I met on the Comatorium message board, the Mars Volta's message board that
Sick.
I joined in like 2004 or something like that, and that's where I met Drew. I met a lot of friends that I still talk to today through the Mars Volta message board. Really strange.
Nice.
But Holly lives in Washington, and she does like sick house show stuff, and like she's really into the DIY music scene and everything. And I want to bring her on to Caveman News to do a show, but I'm like, if I'm having her on, I feel like the topic should be music, DIY music, house shows and things like that. But that's really hard to research because there isn't a record for it in the newspapers. It's all just tangential memories. Like, oh yeah, I remember Outlet, but like, I don't know. It's hard to put together an episode discussing that stuff.
That's so sad. I wish it was more documented.
Yeah, I don't know. It will be. Who knows? But yeah, I guess that's about it. I was hoping we could hang out with Pepito. That'd be a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
this has been fun.
It's fun.
I've enjoyed it.
We had kind of a rough time trying to play shows in Carlsbad.
Oh my gosh,
It's
absolutely.
lest my heart dies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember like cops showing up to one of our shows because
Right.
they thought that our songs promoted suicide.
Oh, cool.
They wouldn't let us play.
Jeez. Okay.
That's when you know you made it, man.
All right. And that just solidifies it to me. We have to do a Carlsbad local music episode. Have Holly on. Have you on.
Definitely.
You have to tell that story. We have to do all of this. It's is there anything? Yeah, I'm also sorry that Pepito couldn't make it.
Yeah, me too.
What is this?
Miss Pepito. Thrifting episode for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta put that on the list. But so next up on Saturday we have Cigarettes Part 2. We're gonna be looking at cigarettes, and I gotta tell you, I've been
Gross.
working on. I'm still wishy-washy on the beats for the intro and outro beats for that episode, because there's so many good cigarette jingles. Like
I bet.
you got the Winston's taste good like a cigarette should. You got the Virginia Slims, you've come a long way, baby, to get where you've gotten today. You've got your own cigarette now, baby. You've come a long, long way. There's so much good music to
Yeah, that's a
sample, and
sick
like, oh
jingle.
my gosh,
Jeez.
cigarettes. That's gonna be fun. Let's look at some cigarette ads. It'll be great. Thank you, everybody. What is this?
Damn, you know the whole song.
Oh, absolutely, I do. My grandma used to have the Virginia Slims deck of cards, and they were like, oh my gosh,
Did
I
you
love
used to
those
smoke?
Virginia. Did she?
Did you used to smoke?
Me?
Yeah, what did you smoke?
I smoked Bugler. I smoked Winston's. I smoked, yeah.
Everything.
I was all over. I didn't turn it down. It was great. It was a great couple of years, decades, whatever. But yeah, I think I'm about a decade clean from cigarettes, but they're still such a beautiful culture. The ads are beautiful, the music's beautiful. Cigarettes, they're a very interesting topic. Tune in Saturday night. Peace, everybody. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.
I wish Pepito were here to
Bye.
pray. Goodbye.